So I just got the shims I needed. I needed the outer diameter 9.48 millimeters, and now we're gonna replace. This is 195. Was 195, but when I measure it's 196. So I'm gonna replace with the real 195. I just measured it. So here is 195. We're gonna replace with 190. Here actually we have 208 and 208, probably the factory ones. So here we're gonna install 205, and here we also install 205. So we'll have our clearance and specs. Now we're gonna install the shims on the top of each valve stem. I like to do it with a magnet. As you can see, it's on the top of the magnet. You just put it in the hole and you slide the magnet, and that's it. One shim, it's installed. Now I'm gonna install number 2. I usually put it with the number up so it doesn't get worn out. So next time when you remove, you still can read the numbers, because if you put the number down on the valve stem, it's gonna get worn out faster. So now I'm gonna install the exhaust shims. So here is one of our exhaust valves. It's 205, and here is 205 as well, the second exhaust valve. So we're gonna put the shim on the shim. Once we have the shims installed, we can lubricate a little bit the valve lifters, or the buckets, you can call them both way, and we can install each one in the same place it was before. I want to focus it and show you. So here we have 195, here we have 190, 205, and here we have 205 millimeters. And now we're good to install the buckets or the valve lifter. You can see I prepared some engine oil, I lubricated the buckets, and now we can install them in their places. So here we have intake, and our intake valve. This is exhaust, and here it's another exhaust bucket. Don't force them, they should go very easy once they are in the right place. If you have the valve buckets back, you can install the camshafts. So first we're going to install the intake camshaft. When you set it in place, make sure you have the cut aligned. Actually it's right here. The cut is supposed to be aligned with the cylinder head. One, and don't forget to use some lubrication on the bearings. Here's the second one. Now we can install the camshaft bridges. As you can see, arrow is pointed toward the intake, the same here. Don't forget to lubricate the camshaft as well. I already did it with some engine oil. Now we can place the front camshaft bridge. Make sure all the bolts are going in very easy. You should be able to tighten with your hand from the beginning. All changes, and install it 190 on this one and 190 on the second one on the intake. Now we're gonna install again the camshaft back, and I'm gonna measure once again. We have our camshaft bridges fully tightened. I measured it again, and as you can see, we have 018, 018 on the intake valves and 028, 028 on the exhaust. And our clearance is supposed to be intake 016 plus minus 003, exhaust 030 plus minus 003. So on the rear cylinder we are good now. Now we're gonna check and measure one more time the front. So I just want to remind you one more time, when you install them after tightening the camshaft bridges, make sure the timing mark are aligned with the cylinder head on the exhaust and on the intake. As you can see, they are both aligned right now. So we are good to install back the valve cover. So I just measured it once again. We have the clearance on both cylinders in the specs. And now we're gonna install the valve covers. Make sure the gasket is good, if not you can replace it. Now we install it. And that's it, we're done. The engine is ready to go back on the motorcycle. The valve adjustment is done. That's it for today.